Previously on Syrvivor.
After a tough challenge and a great performance by Mike, Zeletti won their first challenge of the season, as Erica claimed her snake advantage and found a new idol. On Maroon 9, Geneva was the snake, but at first, Jack formed a guys alliance. However, Mitch was not about this, forming an alliance with Daisy and Geneva to get out one of the guys. That said, it was Summer and Abby finding themselves in between two alliances, trying not to piss off anyone. In the end, they decided on Nassan, and Nassan was the third person voted out with an idol in his pocket. Who will be voted out next? Find out tonight on Syrvivor.
Okay, so it is Sunday, about 30 minutes before the next challenge, and I know that I'm kind of waiting for the last minute to do my blog here, but that's because, this week was pretty normal up until recently. Anyways, I'll just get right to it. So, obviously, we won last week, meaning that we got a clue to the idol. Later that night, Hannah reached out to me and was like, yo, do you want to go idol hunting tonight? I wasn't doing anything, so I was like, okay, let's go idol hunting. Hannah drove, and we went to the mounts, because the clue had something to do with the youth, and those are where some of the freshman dorms are. And then we went to the steps leading up to the mounts, because that's where Hannah led me, and that's where we looked first. And after about 10 to 20 minutes of searching, I found an idol. So, Hannah and I here, we decided to look for the immunity idol. First day we got the clue, and we think we found it.
Where's the light? There you go.
We're gonna open it up and see, but we're pretty sure that this must be it. Nobody really just hides like a plastic bag wrapped in this type of thing in the middle of the day stairs. Oh, that looks like an immunity idol to me. Congratulations. You found a hidden immunity idol. When played, all votes cast against you will not count. It must be played before the votes are read. The last opportunity to play this is when there are 5 people left in the game. Jesus Christ, dude. This is crazy. Oh my God.
Wow.
Fuck yeah. Now, yesterday, I talked with Mike. And Mike goes to me, Derek, I'm not really sure if I'm supposed to be telling you this, but Erica has the idol. I'm thinking to myself, how can Erica have the idol? I have the idol. And first of all, I say, who told you this? And he's like, Erica. I'm like, how do you know? And he's like, well, apparently after the challenge yesterday, Hannah, Austin, Erica, Megan, and Addie went idol hunting. And Erica found it. First of all, I'm kind of like, well, after the challenge the other day, we all kind of went home. So I'm wondering if like they waited for me to leave and then they regrouped after I left, or if it was a couple hours in the day. And even if it was a couple hours in the day, why was I not told that people were hunting for the idol? So that's concern number one. Concern number two is it seems that Hannah has led me to a fake idol, which I suppose was her own creation.
But the third fake that was in the Mount Steps was directly across from the real hidden immunity idol that Erica found today, which sucks because if I had checked my fake even a day prior or 30 minutes earlier, I would have the real idol. To make myself feel better, I took Derek out idol hunting, and Derek wanted to go to the, we both agreed that it sounds like it's talking about freshmen. I sit and wait as the Yun pass by. 39 days in, don't get too high. And so Derek and I are looking, I don't think he's gonna find it. I know it's there. And I'm like, and I'm like, I wonder where it could be, like in the show, you know, have you seen Survivor, Derek? Like in the show, like sometimes they're in a tree, they're like covered by something. If they're buried, there's usually a clue to where they're buried, so you don't have to like dig everywhere. Like they're usually covered by, and then he looks around, and then I point out, so, and he's not finding it, so I point out this mural, and I'm like, what does that say? I was like, oh. And eventually he goes over that side, and then he looks down, and he starts messing with the rocks, and he opens the rocks and goes, Hannah! And he pulls out my fake, and I go, oh my god. Oh my god.
The reason why I think and pretty much know this is because, one, why would she tell me, why would she go idol hunting with me if she knew that the idol was already found? Two, why would she take me to the place where she knows it was already found? And three, she basically led me there in the first place, so it's almost like she wanted me to find it. So, it seems like Hannah led me to fake idol. And another reason why I know is because, you know, watching the first season, I watched the third episode of the first season the other day, and in that episode, 2 people found immunity idols, and they were both tiki men. Our roommate Colin, who was on Survivor last season, also had an immunity idol at one point, and it was a little tiki man. And when I asked Mike what Erica's immunity idol looked like, he said it was a little tiki man.
Here we have the beginning of my Survivor detective board, my CSI, my murder board, my hit list board, whatever you want to call it. Here we go. This is where the editing will speed up. And there you have it. Here's the beginnings of my plot.
My idol, on the other hand, is a bunch of beads and shells. So mine is obviously fake. And I'm pissed. I don't know what Hannah's goals are. I don't know what her intentions are, but according to Mike, it sounds like she's kind of like playing the same tune to different groups of people. So she's telling all the girls, oh, Girls Alliance, you know, she's telling like Austin, Erica, and Mike, oh, us four all the way. And she's been telling me like, oh, I want to be with you in the long term. You know, you're my alliance buddy. Well, you can't be in an alliance with everybody, Hannah, and it certainly seems like you're up to some schemy stuff. So I want an explanation, and frankly, if we don't win the challenge today, I'm going to be talking to the other group members, and I'm going to be talking about voting her out, because, you know, at this point it just seems like she's lying to everybody, and I hope that I could kind of show everybody that she is indeed lying to everybody. Because to be honest with you, if we lose today's challenge, it's probably going to be either her or me. So we'll see how today goes. I'm crossing my fingers.
All right, welcome back, guys. Lenny, you're taking your first look at the new Maroon 9/8. If you're looking at the new Maroon 9 still, Hassan voted out the last tribal council. Mike, what's your reaction to that?
Didn't expect that at all, I'm gonna be honest.
How's your chin, by the way?
My chin, we're all good. Got the stitches out yesterday. I had 3 in, but healed well.
Perfect.
And everything's good.
Glad to hear it. And Jack, how are you feeling?
Feeling great.
Awesome. So, I'm here to announce that the snake has not been voted out. For this snake reward, however, there is a twist. So if the snake wants to reveal itself, they'll have to step away from this challenge and do whatever it says in this. Alright? If the snake doesn't reveal itself, we'll go randomly to them, and they'll have to do that. And they'll just have to double up in the challenge. Alright? So, without further ado, if the snake wants to reveal itself, now's the time to do so. Alright. This is yours. Make sure you vlog when you open that. You can share with them, you don't have to. But whatever you like to do. Mike, will take that back. Community is back up for grabs. For today's challenge, we will be doing something considering puzzles. So, we're going to be up there in that room, that far room down there. And yeah, I'll address you guys in there. Is puzzle battles. So there'll be 7 rounds. You guys are competing one-on-one in different types of puzzles. So as you see on the sheet in front of you, there'll be 7 different types of puzzles, 3 of them being word puzzles. The 3 word puzzles, 2 of them are Jeffisms, or quotes from Syrvivor that Jeff usually says, and 1 of them is just a stereotypical Syrvivor Syracuse quote. So those are 3 of them. And then the other 4 are, if you guys are familiar with the emoji sequence puzzles, for instance, like it's a fire flame and then a potato, that's hot potato. You guys get it? That's just an example. For the emoji puzzle, say I'm one person on the red tribe and she's on the green tribe. The emoji will pop up. Joe will be inspecting you guys so you don't whisper the answers into the persons that are here. So we'll just be looking. Say it's cold feet. You grab it if you want to answer first. If you get it wrong, the other person has a chance to answer it. If you both get it wrong, no one gets a point for that round. So from the emoji puzzles, the first one is sayings, which is easy. Second one is shows/movies, which is medium. Then songs, which is medium, and then a mixed bag of everything, which is hard. In total, the maximum possible points you can get is 56. You can get everything right, and the other team doesn't. But whoever gets the most out of 56 wins. So you guys can write up whichever you want to compete for. For the last word puzzle, there's 2.
So, if you were wondering where I went off to, I was actually given 2 special pieces of paper by Luke when I revealed myself as a snake. I decided to reveal myself because I knew that I couldn't let the other tribe have the advantage. Essentially, the snake advantage, this lovely piece of paper I have, says, as the snake advantage holder, you can use or share this information however you'd like. Info. With no snake, anything can happen, so why not get a little safety net? Reward. The idol gatherer. Given to you will be all clues to the idols hidden thus far this season. Current hidden immunity idols at play. There are 2. Within your envelope, you will find a table listing all the clues to the 2 idols. Here's this beautiful table. So, I not only have my own tribe's idols, but I also have the other green or Zeleny tribe's idols as well. That said, if both idols have already been found, there is a new 24-hour idol that is in play for just 24 hours. That said, if one or both idols have not been found, you can basically be looking for nothing. Here is the only clue to the 24-hour clue. 24 hours, That doesn't seem like a lot of time, so let's give you a little help. I'm near the bushes where people tend to eat. They seem a little tipsy, though kind of funny, kind of neat. Talk shows are kind of my thing, so I'll give you an extra line or two. Find me and then grab some coffee, all just for you. Daisy has the idol on my tribe currently. So there's only one more idol, which would have to be the 24-hour idol or the Zeleny tribe idol.
Survivor Justice, round 1 easy. Can I get Erica and Eli? 2 easy. You can look at what the other person's doing, depends on if it's the right thing or not. Survivors ready? Go. Puzzle battles is on. Looking for a Jeffism here. Say it.
All the fixins?
That is correct. Alright, could I have Derek and Mitch for the Emoji Challenge Part 1? Alright, so this is the example. So remember, hot potato.
Had to plug that.
Here we go. Mitchell. Nope. Derek, you have a chance?
Easy cheesy?
That is wrong. 4 points. It was say cheese.
Oh! I knew that one! Why couldn't we do this on our season? I would have killed this shit.
Once in a blue moon.
Come on, Derek. Come on, Derek.
I would not have gone.
You got a Derek.
Next thing.
Yeah!
For the cats and dogs.
Yeah. Yeah, thank you. Ready?
Down to earth.
Correct. Down to earth was right. 7-1. Last one.
It's tried. Dead horse?
No.
Oh,
my god.
Oh, rocking horse.
No.
Rocking fist.
It is hold your horses.
Oh.
Thank you. Next round.
Dude, I love
You guys ready for your first one? This is shows and or movies.
Yeah.
Come on. Walking Dead.
Yes!
Oh, The Office?
No.
Oh, come on. I know it. It's right there. So obvious, but I know it's not.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay.
The X-Files.
That's okay, that's okay. Next one, next one.
It's
even yours.
Next one, ready?
I'm mad.
Correct. Yes! That was a good one. That's a good win right there.
Alright, 7 to 3. I like that. There's 2 more left in this round. Here we go.
Jesse with the stars!
She said it first.
Stars!
She said it first. She said it first.
There you go. There you go.
Give me a
Roll the tape!
Roll the tape. Roll the tape.
She didn't even have it.
Let's go.
And the last one for this round. Oh, okay, hold on. Last one for this round.
Yes! Yes!
7-4.
Let's go.
What is that song? Abby, Summer.
Let's go, Summer.
Now it's 7, 11, 4, Maroon 9. Alright, here we go.
Come on, Summer. Oh! Old Town Road!
Oh, what? What? Another compound.
Let's try it, let's try it. Where'd you get an emoji from? Yeah, I've never seen them.
7-6. 7-6.
Pick it up, Summer.
Oh.
I like enthusiasm.
Oh, I already gave it. Just
What?
what?
Come on, come on.
Come on,
You got it. You got it. You know it.
Get up, Summer, in case you find it. Get up in case you find it.
What?
Come on,
What?
Addie.
Come on, you know it.
Addie, you know I know that. I know that. I know that.
You know. You both know.
Don't overthink it. Don't
You
overthink
guys
it.
both know this song. Take it.
Just publicly.
7 to 8. Maroon 9 takes the lead.
Let's go. It used to be 7-1. That's insane.
Keep it up. Keep it up. Keep it
This
up.
might be last. That's 2 more.
Black out of heaven.
That's correct.
No Mars on
7 to 10.
Literally.
Last one of this round.
That was fantastic.
That one's really good.
Oh god. You get this? Purely shocked. Decipher.
There's so many meanings.
What's the first one? What's the second one? What's the third one?
Thanks, Luke. Great job.
You guys it out there, or I'll take it off.
How many words in the title?
I'm not saying
Don't give up.
Come on, Summer. You've got
Think hard.
No.
that. Anyone shoot a guess out there?
Let me know when it's my final chance to get.
That's not your final chance to guess. Abby, Summer? Anyone?
Baby by Justin
Addie?
That was not good.
Bieber.
Alright, it is. Dum Dum.
Oh!
How would you do
I don't get
You guys what?
8 green, maroon 10.
Oh, I'm so confused.
Keep it up. Keep it up.
How you feeling, Austin?
Feeling good.
Feeling good?
Oh, round number 5, everyone. We're looking for another Survivor Jeffism. Hopefully easier than the last one. This one's worth 8 points. It's 8 Zeleny, 10 Maroon 9. It's anyone's game. All right, for immunity, Survivor's ready. Go.
This is you. All you. Dad. You applied to Survivor, so we might.
I'll give you it right away. We were looking for 4 words.
I'll be the
Cover,
vote.
cover, 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 cover.
I'll be the vote.
Set.
I'll be the vote.
Austin gets it. Alright, 16 to 10, 16 to 11, 10 to 9. All of these answers are doubled, so the maximum points you can get here is 10 to get all of them. First bad thing, it is the same.
Wake up and smell the coffee.
That is correct. 18 for Zeleny.
Keep it up, come on.
Next one is a saying again.
Go, go, go.
Run, Forrest, run.
That's correct.
Oh, baby.
I already had some same.
18 to 12.
Oh, okay.
Next one. Movie.
Ocean's 11.
That's correct.
I should have counted them.
No, good instinct.
2012.
Okay.
Yeah, I know. Alright, two more left here. 20 to 12. Same.
Don't bark up the wrong tree.
No! That's wrong.
You got it, Megan. Megan, you know it.
Take your time.
I was not right. A dog barking up the wrong tree.
That is also wrong.
What?
Barking up the wrong tree.
Oh.
We'll be going into the final round. The last one. Show.
Survivor?
Correct.
I was about to fucking say.
Alright, last round.
Really good job, though. Really good job.
Comes down to this.
Come on, guys.
On my go. This is for immunity. Survivors ready? Go. Looking for a 3-word phrase. By the way, that is a W. not an S.
I've already won. The lineup wins. Immunity.
Here's Eleni. You guys are not in this nomination. Number 9, back to tribal council again. The interesting part of this one is there will be no snake this week. So, take that as mine.
So we won, and I'm very happy about that. I'm so excited. We really needed that win because now our team has even numbers, and I have a feeling that next week is going to be the tribe swap. So assuming side, I think that could be really, really good for us. I think we might have an extra number, if you will. So I'm feeling very confident going into next week, and assuming it is.
Everything in my life is going so well, including Syrvivor. We just beat the shit out of those motherfuckers. Kind of feel bad because I did really bad. Like, I keep doing, I think I'm just a dumb bitch. Like, I keep doing so bad in these mental challenges, but I crush it at the physical ones. And if we would have lost, I know my ass would be going home. So, thank you. I think there's someone out there, like, looking out for me, just saying, you know, you deserve a little break. So, thank you for doing this. And that's all I have to say.
So winning today was part of the Grand Master Plan. Now we are even in numbers and we are ready for the tribe swap next week, which will be next week. No doubt about it.
Okay. So, yeah, it kind of sucks we lost, but we were debating throwing this challenge because there's someone that we want to get out. We decided not to, so we didn't throw it, but we had discussed the possibility of throwing it and the benefits of that, so it's not a huge deal that we did, because now we can just execute our plan that we were talking about before. So my alliance isn't too stressed right now, but everyone is going to be frantic this week, especially because this last tribal council was kind of the blindside, so they're going to be frantically trying to get people to move around, but as long as my alliance stays strong, we're good to go.
We lost again. I'm pretty bummed out. The team down. I put my name out there for 2 of the puzzles, for the Survivor puzzles, and I blew it both times. Kind of worried my name might be thrown out there. I'm a big threat, so I wouldn't blame them if they voted me out, because if they let me go any further, I'm probably going to win the game. So I just got to have faith that my alliance of 5 is going to stick together, and we did today. First vote was the hardest, but we had to get it out of the way. Mitchell or Daisy has to go.
And I were paranoid out of our minds. None of us slept that that one of us was going home. Were we gonna blindside Hannah? We don't know. And now I walked out of today with a win, a tribe swap advantage, and a hidden immunity idol. I think I'm gonna sleep pretty well tonight.
I'm not gonna lie, there's a bit of a divide in the tribe that isn't really obvious. So we want to remain 7 strong, come a swap. We all want to make the merge together, I think. But Derek and Mike told me this first, but Derek told me this, not knowing that Mike had told me, and wanted to make this clear to me, that Hannah took Derek idol hunting after we all found the idol with Erica. And she got a fake idol, made it, or got it somewhere, and hid it in the exact same spot, and made it very obvious for Derek to find it. And Derek told Mike, and Mike told him that it was fake. So everyone on Zeleny knows that Erica has the idol now, but Hannah, Addie, and Megan don't know that Derek knows his is fake, and that he knows Erica has the idol.
Just got back from the 4th challenge. We lost again. I mean, it's never good losing. But they really beat us. Myself included. We didn't do well on the word challenges. We did better than them on the Movi stuff, but they just beat us where it mattered. Our preliminary idea right now, strategy, is to get Daisy or Mitchell, because I really don't trust Mitchell. I just don't. Daisy could be talking to the other team, we think. We think someone might be talking to the other team because they were really surprised that Nassan got voted out. I think they were really expecting maybe specifically Andrew to be voted out. If they definitely thought it was Andrew, then there's definitely someone on our team talking to them.
So I'm currently headed to campus for a meeting, but after the meeting, I'm gonna go spend the remainder of time potentially looking for that 24-hour idol that I got as a snake advantage. So I have less than an hour and a half to find this idol. That might be potential. I don't know if it really exists or not, but I'm gonna go to Kimmel and check. Well, I ended up getting some Dunkin' Donuts, but I didn't find an idol. I just don't know where this would be hidden. I've looked in the bushes. I hope it wasn't thrown in the middle of the bushes or something. I looked under the stairs. I don't know. I looked under a couple rocks. Yeah, I don't know. I looked. I definitely looked. I've been here for an hour, so it's unfortunate I didn't find anything, but I really hope that the reason I didn't find anything is because there isn't anything, rather than I just was oblivious and couldn't find it. But I guess we'll see, and we'll find out soon. I am legit freaking out right now. About 13 minutes before my challenge, the 24-hour challenge was ending, I think I found my advantage. Look, guys, look. I found the 24-hour challenge hidden immunity idol. The hidden immunity idol. I found it, everybody. Wow, this is so crazy. Thank you so much to, God and the Survivor gods for allowing me to randomly get the snake envelope, because if it wasn't for that, I don't know if I would be in this position. This is amazing. It is so crazy. After about 24 hours ago, Nassan got voted out of the game, who I was in 2 of 4 alliances with. And then I revealed myself as a snake, didn't compete in the challenge, was frantically running around Newhouse and other random parts of campus, and eventually made it to Kimmel and found the hidden immunity idol 15 minutes before the end.
So this is going to be quite the week. I got information from Summer and Abby that Daisy found the idol. So after looking for 3-4 hours total, now I know why I couldn't find it, because Daisy had the idol. Right now, we're thinking that Geneva, Mitchell, and Daisy are together in a group of 3. They have 1 idol in the group of 3, and Geneva did not participate in the challenge. She had an advantage, which is what we think. So there could be 2 advantages for 3 players, and the 5 of us, me, Summer, Abby, Eli, and Andrew, need to make a decision on who needs to go home. And that could be a risk, because we don't have enough people to split the votes. We only have 5. So even if we did split 3 and 2, they'd have the advantage if the person we voted for plays an idol on them. So right now we have to weigh a lot of options, and there's just a lot of risk involved. I don't want to be the one that's on the short end of the stick and get voted out because somebody played an idol. Makes me think that last week we should have voted out Daisy, which was what I wanted to do. But for the sake of the alliance, I stuck with Nassan. Abby and Summer both knew that Daisy had the idol, and they waited to tell me until today for some reason, which is kind of scary because I wanted to be in the final 3 with the 2 of them. And there's some red flags because they made a really, really dumb move by not voting out Daisy last week and flushing the idol, because we could have. She didn't play the idol. She didn't suspect anything was going to happen. So we definitely could have flushed the idol last week, and we didn't. Made a really bad decision, and I'm pretty pissed off about it.
And although we found out too late that Nassan could have been like a vital member of our alliance, at least it wasn't someone like we had been talking to all week. I would have felt worse about that. Like if it was someone from the beginning, like Geneva or Daisy, that obviously got voted out. Like to Summer and I, like at the moment, he was the middleman. So as much as I love you, Nassan, someone had to go.
We still have 5.
And yes, now it's 5-3. We know that Daisy has the idol, so there's no threat of them guessing who we're voting and playing an idol, so we don't have to worry about that because Daisy has it, our alliance has it. So that would suck if we thought one of them did, because then we'd have to worry about them playing it and then whoever they vote for gets out. But luckily, that's not a thought.
Agreed.
Look at all of them.
So I guess we're gonna plan to talk in the next couple of days to figure out which of the 3 guys is going out.
Yeah.
Well, 3 guys referring to Jack, Andrew, and Eli, not Mitch, of course. So.
Mitch is one of the girls.
Basically. So, yeah, it was a good talk. So, I guess we'll see how things go and see what everybody is thinking when me, Mitch, Daisy, Summer, and Abby all meet later on.
Yeah.
All right, so I was walking back from my class that ends at like 8. Ran into these 2. Apparently, we're looking for idols. I'll let them explain. I don't really understand it yet.
Yeah, so we just met with Geneva, which we just vlogged about, and apparently what she had to do, why she missed our challenge, was because she got all the clues to both teams' idols, and Abby and I think that the other tribes is hidden around the Abraham Lincoln statue at Eggers, and we literally just decided to come look right now, and we ran into Andrew, so let's see. Read the clues for the other team's idol, and it's saying, I sit and wait as the young pass by. I'm 39 days in, and that's the 39th step. But don't go too high because you don't want to go all the way up the stairs. Take a seat and relax.
I'm going in here.
Look under your seat. The idol will be correct. Albert, come here.
Pass me a flashlight.
Okay, so we haven't found it at the mount, but I'm willing to guarantee this is where it is. So we think that the other tribe has it. Yo, guys, say hi. Jack has joined us. I walked all the way up to the top of the mount to find out there's a fence. I have to go all the way back down. Is this what you want, Luke? You want this content? All right. I'm gonna do a vlog when I get back to recap everything, but I don't know. We'll find out what happens.
It's okay, guys.
All right, update what I've learned so far. So today, I was walking back from Newhouse from a class at around 8. I ran into Abby and Summer, who had just talked to Geneva, and Geneva gave them a lot of information. So we think that Geneva thinks that she's back with the girls. So we found out that what Geneva did during our last challenge was that she was given all of the clues for both idols. So she had the 3 on our side, I should say our tribe's 3 clues. So the first 2 we'd received and the one that we haven't gotten yet, since we haven't won a challenge since then. And then she also got all 3 of the clues for the other tribes. So when I ran into the 2 of them, I thought, all right, let's go look now. We looked around a bit. We looked by the Abe Lincoln statue, which is where me, Eli, and Jack saw a bunch of them after the challenge, but it wasn't there. Then we went to the mount steps, and we were pretty 100% that's where it was. It's not there anymore. We met up with Jack there, but we think that the other tribe has it at this point because the mount steps just fit the location perfectly. So then when Jack came, he told us he met with Mitchell the other day. Mitchell told him that he is all in. I shouldn't say all in, that he told him that he's willing to go back, vote with us again, the 4 guys, and vote out Daisy. We are not sure how reliable that is, just because we think he and Daisy are really close. We also know that Daisy has an immunity idol. So there's a lot in play right now. I'm not really sure what our plan of action is going to be yet.
Hey yo, survivors. Quick update on how it's going after our first tribal, I texted Jack today and I was like, hey, do you want to meet up tonight? And he texted me back, who is this? And I just kind of like looked at my phone. I was like, what? It's like, are you for real? Like he didn't save my number from the group chat that he had with all 5 of the guys from last week. Yeah, so it's kind of like, I don't know. I was being stupid and honestly a little petty, but I kind of strung him along for a little bit. I was like, it's your best friend in Survivor. I don't know what I was saying. Yeah, so already he's kind of giving off vibes that I don't love, but we'll see. I'll meet up with him, see what's going on. Maybe someone will talk to me. I don't know. We'll see.
This game is getting crazy. So I met with Jack. We had a wonderful talk, actually. I got to know him a bit better because we haven't really talked one-on-one yet at all. We talked a little bit like through message, but we haven't really talked outside of that because, you know, he's kind of been, you know, sick and absent, which is completely fine. But like, I'm really glad I got the chance to talk with him. But I'm just freaking out right now because Jack showed me texts from Mitch, first of all, that were like really weird. He was like, he texted him like anonymously, like, hey, meet me at this spot at 7:30 at night at the Hall of Languages. I want to talk to you. And then Jack's like, who are you? Like, who's messaging me like this? And then eventually, I guess he found out it was Mitch after like this text exchange. And then he met with Mitch, and then Mitch said that Daisy had the idol. And I'm just like, what? And then I found out from Daisy that Daisy told Mitch that she had the idol. So that confirms the suspicion that like Mitch told Jack to save his butt. Be like, oh, I'll work with the guys, but by the way, Daisy has the idol. So, which scares me because I have an idol, as you all know, since I was a snake and got the advantage, but this is just a mess because I'm like, why did I tell Mitch about my 24-hour challenge? But then I also have to say that if it weren't for Mitch, I wouldn't know about where the idol was. So I wouldn't have found it really if it weren't for Mitch, technically. And so it's just like alarming that, you know, Daisy has no choice but to play her idol. And I really don't want her to go home, but I also want the guys to trust me. So I'm trying to think about if there's a way I could get Mitch to go home, because clearly we can't trust him if he's spreading info about Daisy that she told him in confidence. And then, you know, I just want the best of both worlds where Daisy doesn't go home. And then where the guys trust me because I voted with them.
So it looks like what's gonna happen tomorrow is I'm gonna play the idol. The girls are gonna vote for Mitch. Mitch is voting for Eli because we convinced him to vote that we're voting for Eli, we think. We think that worked. And then the guys will the other guys will probably vote for me. But then because of the idol, Mitch will get out. Mitch, I'm sorry, I really like you as a person. You're really cool, I love hanging out with you. But as a player, you're doing too much, talking to too many people. I'm sorry. It'll be interesting to see what happens. I'm sensing some sort of swap sometime soon. We'll see. That's all I can think about. I have my peanut butter. I'm gonna get a banana and just marinate on everything happening in the game. See you at Tribal.
Alright, a lot of stuff happened today. So, I'll start off just recapping. Right now, the plan is to have Geneva vote with us. We think she's going to, we think she's in, and we're going to split the vote between Mitchell and Daisy. We know Daisy has the idol, so we're going to flush it out. Either she plays it for herself or gives it to Mitchell, or if she doesn't play it, then she goes home. Let's see, I talked to Mike today. Had a really good talk with him. I told him, look, we gotta start thinking long term. We got swaps coming soon. So I said, look, on my side, I have 5 kids that I know I'm close with, I know I can trust. I don't know how many you guys are, but whoever you trust, let's make an alliance cross tribe. We have, at the minimum, if we don't include Geneva and Derek, there should be 8 of us, which would give us the majority going into a swap. So we should be able to like pick each other off. What I think is really interesting is that Mike wants Hannah gone as much as we do.
Okay, so tribal is in about 45 minutes. I'm not feeling the best. I've been sick with the flu for the last 3 days, so surviving but not thriving. My alliance, which now includes Geneva, is splitting the vote to try and flush the idol. So the girls are voting Daisy and the boys are voting Mitch, and then hopefully Daisy plays her idol and then Mitch goes home. But Daisy also wants to vote for Mitch now because he's been kind of playing both sides, and he told the boys about her idol, so they don't trust each other anymore.
Back, Maroon 9, for your second time in a row. Let's get straight into it. Summer, being back for a second time, how is it taking a toll on your individual life from college while playing this game?
I think we're all just really preoccupied with the tribal council coming because we really just want to do our best to stay together and stay strong, but there's a lot more gameplay going on at this point, so I think we're just thinking about things a lot more.
Fair enough, fair enough. Eli, it's kind of tough to be back here second week in a row. You kind of feel what Zeleny was feeling the first 2 weeks. How would you say you're dealing with this second tribal?
Well, I mean, I think that our 2 weeks are more difficult than Zeleny's 2 weeks because they had the first 2 weeks and maybe they just voted out the people who they were least comfortable with, like didn't know as much. But because we have weeks 3 and 4, we're at tribal. We like know each other more. We have a better understanding of like who these people are around us are. So I think it's a little bit harder for us.
Fair enough, fair enough. So let's go through the challenge. So Jack, talk me through the challenge. So it was about puzzles. You volunteered for 2 puzzles.
Yeah.
Didn't complete any of them.
Yeah.
Austin killed it for the green tribe. We'll give him that.
He was so good.
But do you think you might be at risk because you didn't win those?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, right after the challenge, I mentioned that I could definitely be on the chopping block because I did put my name out there and I volunteered to be one of the people that goes twice. And I didn't get the job done for my tribe. And the week prior, I wasn't even here. So if you think about it, I've basically been useless for my tribe the last 2 weeks, for being completely honest. So, yeah, I do feel nervous regardless of what my people are telling me. There's always just that thought in the back of my mind that it could be me going.
Fair enough, fair enough. Geneva, you also weren't there for the challenge, but for a different reason. So you had to leave because you were the snake and gained an advantage. Do you think that puts a target on your back?
Absolutely. I think first of all, you know, it was really hard to not tell anybody that I was the snake, but I also didn't want to risk getting voted out, which I guess, you know, makes sense, but I think everyone has honestly been straight up with me and has told me, like, they respected that I did that. And they're also just generally happy that I didn't let it go to the other tribe. And that's the reason I decided to volunteer, because I was like, I'd rather, be honest and come forward and tell everybody I'm the snake than let the other tribe get a potential advantage.
Fair enough, fair enough. Andrew, do you believe what Geneva's saying, that you do respect her, that she made that move?
Yeah, definitely. I feel like it's the right thing to do to not tell anyone until you reveal yourself, but to definitely reveal yourself, keep the advantage within your own tribe.
Cool, cool. So, speaking about advantages, Daisy, how much could an idol curtail this entire vote?
I don't know about this vote, but I think in general, I don't really have, I'm sorry.
Jack, you make a face. What's going on?
An idol could definitely be played at this tribal, and it could definitely impact the vote. And if you don't think that, then
okay, well, I wasn't really saying like. I mean, I guess what I thought you meant by the question is like, is it going to be anything unexpected? No.
Fair enough, fair enough. I mean, I don't know. Mitchell, do you think you have a plan going into this, or it's up in the air?
I think I have a plan. I think we should all have a plan.
But well, yeah.
Fair point.
Good point. Good point. Good point. Andrew, your name was brought up last week. Do you think your name might be brought up again?
I mean, why not?
Love it.
I mean, I think I did all right in the challenge. So hopefully I'll be okay this week, but you never know.
Another question: Do you trust these people heading into this vote?
Absolutely not. No, of course I do. We're a tribe. We should have full trust in each other. But maybe not that 100% full trust, actually. I was disappointed to see Nassan go, but I can see where some people would say he's an easy vote. He talked to me before Tribal, and he said, look, not a lot of people have reached out to me, so I guess if you don't really talk to people, then you wouldn't really know what the plans are, or how to work with them, and that kind of thing. So I think you need to always be suspicious of people. That way you survive longer.
No, that's very fair. That's very fair. So Jack, you're obviously a Survivor fan, and you've seen the show. So you could say that around this time, there's a bit of rumors that there could be a tribe swap happening.
Absolutely.
So with that being said, I mean, you have to trust these people for now. You might not be with the same people that you would be a week or two later. You know what I mean? How do you play with that?
Well, it's really important when there's rumors of a tribe swap or even speculation. You got to go forward knowing that there's at least some people that you can trust, because you cannot be alone when there's a tribe swap. And if you make it out of the tribe swap, if you're lucky enough to make it to the merge, then you'd really be alone. So it's really important to make votes for people that you really don't see yourself working with in the future. You got to keep people around that you can trust, at least for now, because you got to have people that have your back.
I feel like they're just gonna pretend they're all voting for me, but then I'm not. But I would hate leaving and the idol dying with me. So I'm kind of conflicted because I still don't know what I'm gonna do. That's about it right now. I'm looking at Mitchell because he's a saint. But I really like him and respect him as a person, just not as a player.
If I go home, I'll be pretty upset because someone gave me a ride here. It's permanent, I guess.
If anybody has a hidden immunity idol and wants to play it, now will be the time to do so.
No, I have one. We know this. I'm gonna play it just because I want to be safe. I'm gonna preface that by saying,
My gut kind of tells me I shouldn't, but we're gonna just ensure safety and hope this is a real idol. Is it real?
Bring it up.
That's a cool idol, not gonna lie. I know, it's really pretty.
Is it real? Alright,
He said it
Sarah,
might be.
this is playing for yourself?
Yeah.
The rules of Survivor state that if an idol is played on a person, the votes cast for the person will not count. This is not a real idol.
No.
It's not a real idol. All votes casted for Daisy will not count.
No way.
What?
Wait,
Daisy's
I'm
in the
so
vote.
confused.
Wait, what?
Excuse
It's not real. All votes casted for Daisy will still count. If anybody else wants to play a hidden immunity idol, now will be the time to play.
I hate that.
Wait, that said, I'll read the votes. Remember that Abby's vote is counted even though she is not here.
Okay, well this will be interesting. I was really going through one.
First vote.
Yup.
Daisy.
What an interesting time. What? I don't know why.
questions.
I have so many questions.
Daisy.
I hate this so much.
2 votes Daisy.
This is great.
We should have FaceTimed Abby.
This is not bueno. What?
Daisy.
Well, this is interesting.
3 votes Daisy.
What? I know.
4th vote. Mitchell.
That's just sad.
Mitchell. That's 3 votes Daisy, 2 votes Mitchell, 3 votes left.
That says Mitch. I don't think that's me.
That's Abby's alias.
6 vote. Mitchell. 3 votes Daisy, 3 votes Mitchell, 2 votes left. Mitchell. It's 4 votes Mitchell, 3 votes Daisy, 1 vote left. Daisy, we are tied.
I hate that. What?
In the event of a tie, all persons except for the persons that are tied will vote again between Mitchell and Daisy. With that said, Geneva, you're first. You can follow me.
Oh my gosh.
If the votes are deadlocked, we will go to rocks. Abby's vote is in there. I asked her prior. If the votes were tied, then it would be in there. So there is a chance. With that said, I'll read the votes. First vote, Mitchell. Daisy. 1 vote Mitchell, 1 vote Daisy, 4 votes left. Daisy. Daisy. 3 votes Daisy, 1 vote Mitchell, 2 votes left.
Oh, my flower, thank you.
And the 4th person voted out of Syrvivor Syracuse Snakes and Secrets, Daisy. Daisy, you can grab the torch.
Can I just blow it? Oh, fuck. Sorry. Oh, please don't put that.
Daisy, the tribe has spoken. Stay tuned from scenes from our next episode.
So obviously I'm sad to go, but I'm just disappointed in terms of the guys on our team. I hate that the divide became gendered, to be honest, because like, what's the point of that at the end of the day? Like, there's no benefit because there's strong players both sides of in terms of the team, in the tribe. I am really upset with Mitchell because I thought I could trust him. My first mistake was trusting him. I think if I didn't trust him initially, the outcome would be a lot different. I don't trust Hannah on the other tribe. I wasn't in alliance with Addie. She was telling me everything. She was telling me why they voted out the other people. People I think on my tribe think they voted them out, the 2 people out, like Aaron and stuff, because they thought that they were the snake. But like, even Addie told me like they were just sus about them and they knew who had the snake the whole time. So I'm obviously disappointed in the people that voted me out and not happy about it, but I guess more time on my hands. I didn't think I'd place this low, so that's kind of a bummer, but I don't think that really reflects on like my character, because I think it was just like me trusting Mitch that was the issue. I honestly don't know why I was voted out this early, because I think I'm a better team player than some of the others on the tribe still.
On the next thrilling episode of Syrvivor Syracuse, we see our first tribe swap as new alliances forms, emotions run high, and a new player from Season 1 enters the game.